Hi everyone, I'm back. Welcome back to All That and Then Some with Dawana. I'm Dawana. If you are returning a follower, hey now, I appreciate you. I got you. I got you, girl. But if you're a new person who's watching me for the very first time, hello, it's me. You are watching All That and Then Some with Dawana. I had that whole thing. In my head a minute ago. It just left me. But hello. How y'all doing? I'm gonna need for y'all to go ahead and like the video, comment. If you relate, drop a comment and subscribe. Just wait until I figure out how to add that little subscribe sign in this here video. It's gonna be on and popping. But today my topic is going to be about the Me Too movement and how I feel about it and how I relate to it. I'm sure there's plenty of us women out here in what I like to say, the real world, who relate to this topic. You know, it happens to us every day. Just walking down the street, we get sexually harassed. You know, I happen to have ample bosom. I get looked at because of that. You know, so it's an all day, everyday scenario with some women. It's something that we've learned to live with, and it's something that we shouldn't have to learn to live with. But here's my opinion. In the beginning, when I first heard about everybody coming out, I was like, well, what took them so long to come out? Like, what was their problem? Like, how dare they? They want some money. You know, that's just how Dawana thinks. But then I had to sit back and I had to say, hold up, Dawana. You were sexually assaulted when you were 5 years old. And then again when you were around 10. How dare you sit back and judge these women? Because the same way you felt for the past 30 years, I was ashamed to talk about it. I didn't even think about it until, truthfully, last year, when I wrote a blog post about it. When I wrote that blog post, it was like I released so much. I'm telling you, I was bawling like a baby. I was bawling like a baby who somebody dropped on their head. It was that kind of guttural. Yeah, that kind of crying. So I know that pain. I know that guilt. I know that shame. And it's something hard to like even come out your mouth and say, look, this is what happened to me. So I applaud those women. And I can say me too. And nobody ever wants to, you know, how many women do we walk by every day not knowing that they've been through something that we've been through? There are so many times in my life where I thought, am I the only one? Am I the only one that this happened to? And it took me 30 plus years. I'm 43 years old. I'm just now sharing this like openly. I've told people I'm close to, you know, but I've never shared it openly and said I was sexually assaulted when I was 5 years old. And I've lived with that. I've lived with that shame. I think it messed my brain up a little bit. You know, it messed my perception of what love was supposed to look like. I think I thought love was you give yourself to a man, he's automatically going to love you. Then you didn't have to do anything else. You didn't have to talk. You didn't, you know, no communication. I had no communication skills. You know, it was just take my body, I'm yours, you love me. And I felt, you know, looking back now, that has got to come from my childhood. What happened to me in my childhood. So I can relate, you know, and there's some women out there who have been through this and still haven't been able to process it, or still going from bad relationship to bad relationship. But that's why I'm sharing, because I'm trying to break every chain that has been holding me bondage. You understand me? Every chain that has been like, they don't want to let me go. Before I let you go away. It don't want to let me go. So I refuse. I refuse to live my life stagnant. I refuse to live my life silent. I'm not going to live my life in the past anymore. So I can say it happened to me. I let it define me for a lot of years of my life. But I've learned to let it go, to forgive the person who's done it to me. I won't forget. I know, I love how people say, oh, you got to forgive and forget. I can forgive. I don't know about the forget. You don't forget something like that. Now, I smoked a lot of weed, so my short-term memory is gone. You know, I haven't smoked in a long time, but I'm telling you, those brain cells, they have dissipated. I don't know if they're coming back from a short-term memory, but that long-term memory is still intact. And there's some things I don't remember I did last week, but those incidents that happened to me when I was a child, I remember just like it was yesterday. So I can only imagine being a young actress in Hollywood, trying to get your foot in the door, and the only way you thought that you could do that was by sleeping with somebody or doing something oral with somebody. Like the travesty in thinking that some of these women got their careers off of that, and that's what they've had to live with. Maybe that's why they're, you know, that's probably one of the reasons why they're stepping out and stepping forward. Like this is something I've had to live with since I've been on the big screen. Is this why I got my big break? I would hate that feeling. Then on top of that, they're already feeling guilty and they're already feeling ashamed. And I was judging them, me, with all the stuff I done did. So, you know, before you place judgment, think about that. Think about stuff like that. But all right, so I'm done talking about that. I'm not going to get too deep because I'll get deep on here and get to crying and y'all see my ugly face. You know, I'm not a makeup person, so I don't got no makeup on. I got my hair back in a bun. I'm just chilling like a villain. So we ain't gonna get all deep. You know, I'll get deeper the more farther I get along in this here journey. But I also I want to do a weekly video. And in those videos, I want to do a topic, share a story, like I said before, a personal story. Hopefully somebody will relate, comment, we can share, we can go back and forth, we can banter, whatever. I'd like people to ask me some questions on just life, on this journey of self-love. Like, how did you begin your journey of self-love? What are you working towards? Like, what are some of your goals, and what are some of your goals you want to complete? What's some accomplishments that you, or accolades that you've had in your journey? You know, that's where I'm at. But also, I've said it, and I'm going to keep on saying it because I love it. It's my favorite thing to do. I write a blog post on WordPress.com. So if you want to check it out, it's at WordPress.com. All that and then some. Yeah, go check that out. I love to read. I've just come into loving to write again. I used to write a lot when I was younger. It was one of my favorite things to do. But so I started looking up words of the day because I love big words. I remember I was with this guy, and I have a story about him too. I loved him. I loved him. He used big words. Like, I love a man who knows vocabulary. Get you a man that knows how to talk. Not just, hey girl, what you doing, girl? How you doing, girl? No, get you a man that knows what exfoliate means. Get you a man that knows the difference between pray, P-R-E-Y, and pray, P-R-A-Y. Yeah, that means something. When you hear a man talk and he says something like, you are the most scrumpily duncious woman I've ever met in my life. You're like, scrumpily duncious? What is that? I don't know. I think he's told me I had said something and it was such an oxymoron. I said, what did you say? What you just said, it was such an oxymoron from what you previously said. I was like, oh my God. I was dead. He had me. He had me. I'm somebody, I love me some words, but that's what I want to do. At the end of each segment, I want to do a word of the week. So I've been looking up words like every day. I look at words and I try to figure out, you know, what's a word that I want to try to use in my vocabulary for today or for this week. And since I can't do a video every day because I'm lazy, I'm gonna be totally honest. I want to go to sleep right now, but I need to get this good old light because I don't know how to do the whole editing and getting my light right and all that good stuff. So I wanted to get this good old natural light in before it started raining. But I like to look at words. So I'm going to do a word of the week. So for my first week, I actually have 3 words. And I'm going to try to use them in a sentence. I don't know if that's going to be possible because I don't want to be like, you know, I don't want to be all like that. So my first word, it's not my favorite. This is my 3rd favorite word of the week. My 3rd favorite word of the week is, I can't find it. Oh, yes, I can. Hold up. It is stultify. Stultify. You spell that S-T-U-L-T-I-F-Y. And it means to cause to lose enthusiasm and initiative, especially as a result of a tedious or restrictive routine. So let me try to use this in a sentence. I want to keep you guys interested in my video blogs. I'm funny. I like to think that I'm funny, but I don't want to get to a place where you guys become stultified on watching me time and time again. You see that? You see that? Whoo! Words would do it to me. Words would do it to me every time. So that was my bronze. That's my bronze medal word. Now my my silver medal. I just had it. Bam, here it is. Obambulate. Let me say that again. Obambulate. Have you ever heard that? I love that word. Like, it just sounds so dope. Obambulate. Obambulate. I just love that word. So it's spelled O-B-A-M-B-U-L-A-T-E. And it means to walk about. Instead of saying, I'm going on a walk through the track. No, instead of saying, I'm going to walk the track today, guess what you could say? I'm going to go abambulate around the track until I hit 5 miles. That's what I need to do. I need to get my butt up and abambulate around some tracks, around some roads, some hills and valleys, because this weight of mine is catching up to me fast. So abambulate. Love that word. It just rolls off my tongue so well. Abambulate. Abambulate. That sounds like Bam. You know why I like it? Because it sounds like Bam Bam from the Flintstones. Maybe that's why I like it. I don't know. But that's my silver medal word of the week. Usually I'm only going to do one word, but I couldn't just pick one because all these words just knocked me out. But this last word, when I saw this last word, I am right now, I can't find this last word. Oh my God, I forgot what it was called. How did you say that word? I loved this word so much. If it'll let me find it. I love that word so much. I think it was blatherskite. Wasn't it blatherskite? Blatherskite. I'm salty I can't find this last word. I really am salty I can't find this last word. I'm going to be right back. Hold on a minute. All right, so let me just say, I had these words written down at work, right? I wrote these words down. Me and my co-workers, we were talking about the words. We were using the words in a sentence. I was all hype. I was like, oh, just wait till I get home and do my video blog. I'm going to use this word. And this is especially my favorite word. Couldn't even remember the daggone word. But I got it now. The word is, the gold medal word goes to blatherskite. I just love how that sounds. Blatherskite. Dang, that's a good word. Blatherskite. Like, what the heck is a blatherskite? What the heck does blatherskite mean? You're probably saying in your head. Who in the world's going to use that word blatherskite? Dawana. Dawana going to use that word blatherskite right now. First off, you spell it B-L-A-T-H-E-R-S-K-I-T-E. It pretty much spells just like it sounds. Or sounds just like it spells. My bad. I know I was going to say that wrong. But anyway, guess what it means? It describes me to a T. To a T. A person who constantly talks. I know y'all got some blatherskites out there in your lives. I know y'all got some blatherskites out there in your lives. And it really means a person who constantly talks, who talks about nothing. Woo! Oh my gosh. Wait till I get around somebody who's talking and they're getting on my nerves. I'm going to be like, you know what? You ain't nothing but a blatherskite. And they're going to be like, what? I'm going to be like, that's a good thing. Or I'm going to say, look it up. Look up blatherskite and come back to me. So what I would say is some people might some people might look at me and say, no, I don't like that either. I consider myself a blatherskite. But I feel I talk about things that are important, not things that aren't important. Because whatever I talk about, it's important to me. Hello. So, yeah, that's my third word, blatherskite. Use it in a sentence. Use it with your friend that's getting on your nerves, talking about her man all day, every day, who ain't doing her right. Tell her she ain't doing nothing but, she ain't nothing but a blatherskite. Talking about nothing. That's important to you. So that's it. That's all I got for y'all today. Once again, thanks for joining me. I want to see more and more and more of you guys. Go ahead and hit that like button. But when you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button too. And that little bell button. Eventually, I'm going to have all this on the screen, so it's going to be like splashed in your face. Every time you see me, you're going to see subscribe over my forehead. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it over my forehead so that y'all can subscribe and get on this train. Get on this train. We're going somewhere, y'all. You don't want to miss out. All right? Until next week, have a good one. And remember, ladies, and even some of you gents out there, y'all can watch too. But ladies, this is for you. You're all that and then some. Yeah, we all that and then some, honey.